go away. And as the Union flag drops, a little bit of wheel spin, a bit of good launch from Peter De La Roche from pole position. Andrew Hibbard not as quick away. We've got a Stallerini in the middle of the grid. Is that Alex Morton's Condor? Not getting away. Ray Mallock had a good start from the outside the front row. Who takes the lead into Madgwick? It is the poleman, Peter De La Roche from Andrew Hibbard. Ray Mallock in third. Fourth place is number 11, Will Mitchum, the second of the U2s. Look at the wedge-shaped Terrier. That drops into sixth behind Stuart Roach in the Alexis Ford. So, yeah.
Oh, dear. I mean, poor... this is going to take a lot of road holding to keep it, unfortunately, going around the Bandini and around on his own. The green car on the green grass. Will he rotate the nose around? That was really unfortunate. Yeah. No blame should be attached there to Ray Mallock. He went to the left of the car in front, but the car in front kept travelling to the right, and of course the corner turned left, and he didn't have the opportunity to do it on the tarmac. Unlucky there. Past this middle sector of anyone. He's very good in traffic. They go past the Dolphin. Keith Musson keeping very nicely out. But almost a touch there. In fact, I think there was a touch, because suddenly the poleman tapped the back shortly at the first of those loader Mark IIs. He's lost a bit of momentum. He came off the power for a second. Well, he pitched it towards the outside. The good thing about the Formula Junior cars, they are so small, it provides a lot of track when it comes to cornering. Side by side, we're both cringing. Hands up, they acknowledge they got a little too close. They said, sorry, I was at the party last night. Peripheral vision, not as good as it could be. Those two loaders starting to escape, but just as they come down to Ford Water and then St Mary's, they're still trying to go side by side, but the inside line is the one.
Mallock now 2 seconds back in third place, and Drake in the Terrier, car number 33 in fourth place, is going quickly. He's going just a fraction slower than Ray Mallock in third place, but the lap record held by car number 79, Tony Hibbard, Andrew Hibbard rather, so the fastest man is currently the leader by 8 inches?
Ish. There we go. Holding the inside line is absolutely vital, because exiting the chicane.
Early moves up the order in the Terrier from Chris Drake, but that's sort of where he's got to, fourth place.
Every single lap, Peter De La Roche gets a better exit from the chicane. Now, looking to see where he is, our race leader, Andrew Hibbard, looked one way. And again, you talked about the small mirrors. And, well, he's turning in come what may. And Peter De La Roche is thinking, have you seen me? Have you? Oh, have you?
No. Man, look at the back of Andrew Hibbard's car. It has got a nose cone-shaped ding in what would previously be a rounded tail. Will Mitchum there in the second of the U2s with a very different nose cone, and there's a lot of confusion there. Hibbard squeezes through. De La Roche really held up by 2 or 3 cars. A couple of Bizzarinis at the chicane. You know, everybody's trying to figure out where the safest place to be is. Oh, and the leader is off. Hibbard in a big looping spin. Now, we've seen a couple of those before. There is luckily a little bit of terra firma. If you can get the car fired up again, you should be able to rejoin. Oh, and that's Stuart Roach in the Alexis. He's off as well, and that's at the chicane. Has somebody dropped oil? He has skidded off. There is Stuart. He is out of the car with the marshals.
It is there. And
leader is coming to the chicane. The checkered flag will be out. Yellow flag's at the chicane. The green flag will wave, and here comes your leader, green with the yellow nose. Our pole sitter, Peter De La Roche. The Alexis Ford takes victory. I beg your pardon, the Lola Ford takes victory. In second place, Will Mitchum from fourth on the grid.
So, welcome to Betty's, the hair salon at Revival. It's absolutely buzzing with gorgeous people waiting to get their hair done. Just booked in to have a little touch-up on mine. First, though, I thought we'd have a chat with somebody that's currently sitting in the chair, getting some victory rolls, and the lovely Lisa, who's doing her hair. Lisa, she looks amazing.
Thank you very much.
So do you. I love your hair.
Thank you.
And the Le Mans start is go. Across the track they go. Now, the engine running. Clutch in, hook it in gear and go, and it's a rapid start by the number 6 of Richard Cooper, British Super Stock champion twice. But it's the number 5, that was the George Thomas Davey Todd bike, and it similarly was quick out of the traps yesterday. Oh, and here comes Sam Clues. Sam Clues, number 90, moving out of the slipstream. On the back then of the number 5 bike, George Thomas under some pressure, and through goes Clues. Clues now up to second place. The younger of the 2 Clues, father and son. Rutter in the middle, and through comes Hillier. Don't discount him. Oh dear, that's thrown a spanner in the works for Michael Rutter. Hillier has gone through. He's got to do that job all over again. Terrific racing all the way down the order. Number 22, that bike there with Lee Johnston on board. who shared the MV in 2019. Number 1, John McGuinness, superstar 23 times, and Steve Brogan, number 12 on the Ian Bain bike, which is shaking its head a little bit. Brogan and McGuinness having a bit of fun there, and that battle is a bit further down the order for 9th place. Look at Rutter, Rutter's, oh dear me, how close do you want it? Leaning on James Hillier, but he's got to get past Todd, that's what he needs to do. The MV then, alongside and up the inside at Madgwick and rockets through, but he's got to keep it tight. Now James knows he's playing catch up and he goes back through on the inside. Cheeky move. No, camera angle telling me little porky pies there. It looked as though Hayden had made it through. And another one on its side there, but that is the 75 pilot sitting on the bank watching. Has got his head down. Michael Dunlop is on board now, the number 78. This, now where's Hayden? Where's Hayden? Hayden goes through, and here comes the MV. So Michael Dunlop now is chasing down from behind. Very well prepared. Oh, Steve Parrish retiring their bike. What a shame. So there Manx Norton is out of it. Mechanical problem there. Patrick Walker moving to the side as Michael Dunlop eyes up the checkered flag through the chicane for the final time on this beautifully prepared MV Augusta, the checkered flag waving. That is it. Terrific victory for the Italian fire engine. The gap, well, something like 12 seconds. Todd with Hillier looking. This could still end in tears. It's not done yet as they go down to Woodcote for the final time. James Hayden through the chicane on target for second place. And this sprint to the line, over the line, who gets it? Todd gets it from Hillier.
And at the head of this field, I can actually see one of the podium finishers from yesterday. Rafe Burner, what a busy race yesterday it was. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, definitely.
And you finished on the podium once. Do you know where you're starting today?
56.
56, so it's going to be quite difficult to get to the front, isn't it? Will you manage it?
Maybe.
Now, what were you doing last night? Did you have a big feed ready to give you lots of energy for today?
Yeah, but...
And are you going to be partying with all your fans tonight?
I don't really know.
Well, I think you will be. Well, look, have a really good race and enjoy it.
Thanks.
The course is 247 yards. Get to the car, get in, find the pedals. If you're clever, you've put them in the right place so that the moment you go, away you go. And there's some really intent pedaling. The little knees are going, the little feet underneath, going like the clappers, these J40s. They're the number 6 car. We can see that's Hugo. Esme Graham, here she comes. It's 41, Esme Graham. She's got a massive lead. The car's all over the track now. Look at the way her feet are going. There's obviously some WD-40 on those pedals or something because it's really going smoothly. And I do hope I've got the number right, but it looks like 41 to me. It is. It's Esme Graham. Over she goes. Victory by a country mile.
Sunday here at Goodwood Revival, and we've got a brand new section here, the car boot sales section, where we have amazing classic cars and then beautiful vintage stores popping up outside. I'm going to be chatting now to Victoria from Vintage Vogue. Now, Victoria, congrats on having a stall here. How does it feel to be here first year?
Oh, amazing. We're very into the Revival era. We absolutely love what we do, and it's just kind of taking a hobby one step further and having this opportunity. It's amazing.
Absolutely. Now, today is all about curating what you would usually have elsewhere, especially for Goodwood. So what are some of the things that you've picked out for us?
So we have some amazing sort of 60s dresses, very much 60s is my era. So beautiful kind of psychedelic prints, lovely sort of headwear, and then some amazing sort of antique jewellery running right up to kind of the early 70s. So yeah, some great pieces.
So downshifters being the old-fashioned gear levers, if you like, on the down tube that you can see if we get a close-up of some of these bikes. All these bikes, pretty much without exception, will be demonstrating. And also the kit as well. It's very important, isn't it? You'll notice perhaps people watching will be thinking, why aren't these riders wearing helmets? And that's part of the evolution of the sport as well.
Correct. We obviously encourage people to wear helmets. It's not compulsory on this ride, but I think it's really important to note that this is not a race, it's a ride.
And quite a leisurely one at the moment as well, despite the fact that Chris Hoy looks like he wants to attack.
Absolutely.
Miles Griffiths on the inside, away he goes, and that's a cracking start, but the Tech-Mech Maserati slotting through on the inside. Let's see, everyone away, yes, bit of a slow start, but it's the Tech-Mech Maserati that shoots into the lead as they go into Madgwick for the first time. Incredible start, incredible start. He's threaded his way through the number 12 car.
All safely around Madgwick so far. Coming towards the end of the third lap, Ben Mitchell has taken the lead from Tony Wood in the Tech-Mech.
Through he goes, oh dear,
Tony goes wide, but it's the best place on Goodwood to go wide because there's plenty of room at Wood, but it's allowed Miles to get much closer in the Lotus 16.
Ben Mitchell went underneath, Tony Wood moved across to avoid wheel-to-wheel contact. That's the last thing you want in these open-wheel racing cars. And now we've got Miles Griffiths moving alongside the Tech-Mech. So the conditions are now equalising. The initial leader has now been shuffled back to third place. It looks like it's going to be Mitchell, Griffiths and Nuttall, certainly heading for the checkered flag. Ben Mitchell on his way, and in fourth place, having fought up, it's the number 30 of Andrew Haddon from the back row. Incredible. And over the line, this battle, and he holds it. Miles Griffiths gets second from William Nuttall.
Could you give us a little rendition now?
Do a bit of hand jive, maybe.
Yeah, hand jiving, yes. Ladies, that was incredible. I would give it a go, but this is all I've got.
Oh, you're a professional. It's fine. It's great.
Terrible.
Birch Bennett alongside him as they go, and Fraser Nash gets the drop, and they spin up, and away he goes.
And look at Owlett coming through already. Battling for the lead is Nick Swiss, so it's Fraser Nash. And Nick has taken the lead into Madgwick.
Keep it upright, Nick. Keep it upright going into Madgwick. That was a fantastically bold move. Owlett flying round with a very brave and a very accomplished driver at the wheel. Well, all pussyfooting around, wouldn't you, with the conditions like they are? Oh, we've got a 53 spinner.
That's the BMW 328.
Yeah, it's the BMW. Not unlike, oh, goodness me, that nearly overcooked it. He was all over the place there, right and left, seesawing at the wheel.
Did you notice the near side door handle, Barry? Now, is that door going to come open? I don't think so. Have they gone past? Oh, no, here's Nick getting ready. Door open. Heave Patrick out. There's no real hurry because there is a minimum time in the pits. Maybe Nick doesn't know that. Oh, Owlett twitching.
Oh, it was more than twitching, it's out of control. It's the second place car. Oh, sideways, how sideways do you want it?
Lovely, kept it off the grass.
Controlled drift, a magnificent piece of driving.
And a lovely slide from Nick, allowed Eddie Williams to get almost alongside.
It's game on.
Ford Water.
It's game on, he's through.
Oh, he's through, yeah.
Eddie Williams through, past Owlett, on the charge now. We're back, riding on board with him. And Owlett disappearing backwards.
Well, it's
that's almost too much.
Lovely.
Nearly a bridge too far. Goodness me. You said lurid slides. That was the mummy and daddy of all of them, wasn't it?
It was. Now, can he keep it off the grass? Yes, he can. And heads for the finish to win the Brooklands
Checkered flag
Trophy.
being ready then. Over the line they go. Checkered flag it is. That has put a lump in my throat. The groundswell of support around the country now is, I don't know, somehow reminiscent of what they must have felt at the time. A wonderful, wonderful parade, a wonderful address, evocative music, and a very, very powerful tribute. Richard, how do you follow that?
Jackie Stewart leads the way in the famous Lotus 18, well remembered for the 2 wins of Sterling at Monaco, first in 1960 with 2.5 litres, then 61 with 1.5 litres. We forget that he also won the German Grand Prix at the Nürburgring against fearsome opposition from Ferrari particularly, and he described that as the greatest race of his life.
We're in the car boot sale section here at Goodwood, and I found a fantastic memorabilia stand which Sam has put together. Sam, tell us about some of the pieces that you have curated today.
Well, this is mostly just the stuff that collects around the corners of our lives. So we dredged some cupboards out and brought it here.
Well, you've got some absolutely beautiful pieces, a fine selection of cameras. What are your best sellers?
We've done a good line in Instamatic cameras today, strangely.
The Union flag rises and drops, and away we go. Great start from the middle of the front row grid. Electrifying getaway from the red and gold car of Darren Turner. Pole sitter Bill Shepherd coming in behind him, and Jenson Button just being cautious. He wants to tuck into the inside in Magic, and somebody's going around already. And Jenson Button has been cautious. Has he survived the first corner? Yes, he's down in about 9th or 10th. Survival is going to be critical. It is very slippery out there.
I think we're back on board with the car just there that spun. It looked like it was an E-type, but it looked like miraculously everybody seemed to miss him. Oh, we've got a replay here of a Jenson Button overtake, I believe, coming through the back of the circuit, through St Mary's, up into Lavant, got the outside line into Lavant here. This is a really good move. He can go all the way to the outside, Martin. You at TVR, Cobra appears to the left there. It's trying to go all the way around the outside. He's braked really late and dives to the inside of the TVR. I think he's made that stick. That's a fantastic move. 2 places in one corner.
Jenson Button, world champion and Cobra racer. Here he comes. This is the battle for third.
He gets
Gregor
it turned
Fiskin
in nicely
in front.
there. Turns in so tightly there. I thought he was going to go down the inside in the second part of Lavant, but didn't quite make it. But he'll have a fantastic slipstream down the Lavant straight.
But what's the most important thing, Billy? It's the exit from Lavant. If you can't get in on the way in, he got the better exit. Now he's going to use the slipstream, and for Gregor Fiskin, he's on borrowed time, surely in third place. But there's no inside to go for there. Fiskin, the Scot, has moved exactly where he needs to block the line.
Trouble for the TVR that was running in third early on, and Bruce breathes a sigh of disbelief as a TVR owner himself. Oh, trouble for the 68 car, off again. This is the Fiskin-Hancock car, the red chin piece of Sam Hancock. Second yesterday in the feature race for 50 sports cars, but this is a big handful now. It's got very wet muddy. Has he got a puncture?
I was just thinking, I think he's got a puncture. That looked like a lot of wheel work to go in a straight line, didn't it? We've got a yellow flag as we're coming through the chicane. I don't think it's a safety car. Yes, it is.
It is a safety car. Safety car has picked up the leader. Safety car boards are out. Ignore the black and white E-type. That is not on the same lap as the leaders, but in the first 13 cars are the top 10 in the race as we get back to green flag racing. 2/3 done, 1/3 of the race continues. Our second drivers are pretty much all in. The last couple that need a pit stop will make it now, and the leader heads for the hills. Romain Dumas, Le Mans winner, ahead of Ollie Bryant, race winner here already this weekend, and here comes the challenge.
That's
number 17, that's Emanuele Pirro in the Lister Costin, going up to third place ahead of Al Buncombe. Ollie Bryant is going to attack. He is going to try and win it on the track because he does not quite understand, I'm sure yet, exactly what is going on.
Cobra squirrels under brakes, Martin, as they turn into the right-hander.
Yeah, Romain Dumas doing just enough to take it through Madrick and through Woodcote and into the chicane. He will be the first man at the checkered flag, but with a pit stop penalty over his head, he will not win this race. Victory then goes to car number 1. Darren Turner started it and led early on into the pit lane, and Ollie Bryant charged after Romain Dumas.
One of the most anticipated events of the day is the best dress. And joining me now is Charles, who is the winner of Best Dressed Man this year at Goodwood Revival 2021. Charles, how does it feel to have won?
Surprise, really. Like I say, it's the first time I've ever done something like this, and here I am with a bottle of champagne and a ribbon. So, yeah, great.
I love it. You've got to wear that rosette with pride. Talk me through your outfit. It's kind of like early 60s inspiration.
Yeah, early 60s. It's actually a Welsh from a school jacket. The shoes are modern, but apart from that, it's all vintage. You know, little cufflinks and stuff on there. So, just I go for colours, match the colours, and hope it works, and obviously it did.
Flag drops and away we go from the centre of the front row. 77, Mike Jordan trying to take the lead. Now that car was, big smoke from the back.
Justin Law's Jaguar really has got it wrong and is dropping back. That was starting from 5th, and it's certainly down in about 10th now. But out front, those Austin A40's got the drag to start with, ahead of the Jaguar of Grant Williams, and up from 4th into 4th, but putting the power down now is that mighty Ford Thunderbird. The little red Alfa Giulietta getting in the mix as well, Richard Meaden. The Thunderbird rocketing down towards the end of the opening lap. Matt Manderson leaving his braking slightly later than the latest point. Grant Williams all over tail, don't go up the inside, but look for another movement from Mike Jordan. He briefly got into second place at Lavant. Can he get a better run past the pits? They're going to slipstream. These cars are very sit up and beg, but the grunt of the Jaguar will take that to be the leader, surely by a bumper's width at the end of the opening lap.
Wallowing and struggling, the Alfa looking like a surgical tool of precision. Dickie Meaden up the inside, goes by Bill Shepherd on the grass. grass, but now Bill opens the taps and full steam ahead for the Thunderbird. Oh, the Thunderbird has gone by Mike Jordan. And Jordan must finish 7 seconds in front at the end of the race, and that means he's got to be in front as long as he can. He's tagged the back of the car. He has to brake less early, and so when Bill Shepherd gets the car stopped, still Mike Jordan is trying to reel in that Austin, and here comes the Alpha. Dickie Meaden goes by him. Jordan in trouble now. We picked that action up on the Levant straight because Grant had a second and more in hand, and now look at him coming back at Bill Shepherd.
Right, what do you do if you're in the Jaguar? You've got to go for the inside. Is there going to be gap up the inside? Not enough. Richard Meaden could be picking up the pieces, and the Alfa Romeo in third place. But when the T-Bird gets the second part of Lavant, it's going to go wide, and Grant Williams knew what was coming. He's going up the inside, and then what happens next? Which car has more grunt? I'll give you one easy clue. It's number 73.
Oh, Bill Shepherd has got to be very, very cautious here, but he has got enough. He will win the drag race to line from Grant Williams, or will he? Can he get around the Jag? Yes, he does. The checkered flag is out. It is going to be victory on the road for Bill Shepherd, as it was for his co-driver.
Down it goes. Now, who's the Maserati? A super start, but I think Gregor is going to nudge ahead.
He was just coming over to the right-hand side, the Maserati, to cover off the... And he has. Great start for the Maserati as we go into turn one for the first time. In the lead there, got a bit of a lead there ahead of the D-Type and the HWM, so work to do for the D and the HWM as we head down the straight for the first time. Carson LeBlanc again looking at seeing if he can get alongside the C-Type.
And he can.
He might do it here. He's not got the line, but he can carry more speed through the right-hand kink here, and I think he's done it. Yes, he has. Fantastic driving there from Carson LeBlanc, who moves up into 6th place now ahead of the C-Type. Over the line we go once more, and still the leaders are a blanket apart. You couldn't separate them, and it's so great to see three such different cars.
Oh, now
contact.
We've got spinners.
Oh, we've got all
dear.
3 of them.
Oh dear, oh dear.
That is a shame.
Gregor has got away with it.
Damage
Steve
on all
Brooks.
3 cars, I believe.
I think so.
Gregor's got damage on his front wing on the HWM.
David Hart's on his way again, but with a bonnet open.
Oh, that's
yeah,
such
you're
a
right.
shame. David Hart, who unfortunately went wide, put a wheel on the grass through turn 1, has managed to come out relatively unscathed, which I'm astonished that the car doesn't have a mark on.
When you one little tweak on the offside rear wing, but otherwise completely unscathed.
They build those Maseratis well, don't they?
They do.
Oh, lock up there.
Oh,
he's just made the chicane.
Yeah, heroic
Wow.
effort of late braking.
This is David through the chicane on the last lap. A fantastic drive in this beautiful Maserati as he comes up to take the checkered flag and win here the Freddie March Memorial Trophy, the final race of a stunning weekend here at the Goodwood Revival.
But for now, from Ed and myself and everybody here at Goodwood who works so hard to bring this event together, it's goodbye from us.